Jamey Shirah's hunting background is likely very reminiscent of the vast majority of United States hunters. He lives in the southeast, Georgia to be specific. He cut his teeth on whitetails and has been hunting since he can remember. And for Jamey, hunting is something that is so rewarding that he has made it one of his life missions to introduce this thing that he loves so much to as many people as he possibly can. Perfect. Shirah, are you ready?
Ready.
Ready to cry?
Yeah. Yeah. You know, what we do is fun, and that's really what I wanted to focus on, and not so much focus on me or any individual, but the collective effort that we're all going through. You know, there's a lot of work and time and energy that goes into these hunts. I was thinking, like, what are the rules of the hunter recruitment project, right? Rule number one is safety first, right? That's when you're in the woods, safety first. Rule number two is don't be an asshole, and that goes for life, right? And rule number three is have fun. We were lucky with this group because one of the first questions I asked was, how many of you guys have shared a hunt camp together? There were only like 3 or 4 people. And if you've never shared a hunting camp with people, then you can't really understand what I'm gonna say, but you build relationships that never go away. So I grew up in Camilla, Georgia, basically in the middle of nowhere. We grew up with a Baptist church, a peanut mill, and a general store. This farm actually lies in a perfect area for deer hunting. The deer have a ton of cover on our farm, but then they also have a ton of food, and that lends itself to what we like to call a target-rich environment. One thing that we say is unique about the HRP is we offer 100% success or an opportunity for success, and we've held that through 8 events now. Success early on in a new endeavor is hugely important to be able to give someone the fuel they need to continue something that they really seek to do. Being able to see an animal, get used to being around the animal, you get an adrenaline spike, right? They're all jacked up, and then animal walks off and they calm down. And watching that emotional roller coaster over and over and over again is pretty amazing. I mean, we hunt because we're trying to kill an animal at the end of the day, and there are tons of reasons why people hunt to kill animals, but that's the main goal. A very simple difference there is I also spend a lot of time in the Appalachian Mountains. I hike the Appalachian Trail. That's not hunting, that's hiking. I have gone on some beautiful bow hikes, but I've had more fun when I was geared specifically towards hiking instead of hunting. When I go to hunt, I have a goal to kill an animal. At the end of the day, I eat a lot of wild game. I love wild game. Also, we'll stop and get a double cheeseburger from Dairy Queen if I'm hungry. I don't hunt to eat, so to say, but I eat what I hunt. For people that are sitting, you know, here watching this saying, you know, how do I get into hunting? Or I've always wanted to do that, or there's a tractor coming down the road and come on. So for people watching this that are, you know, asking themselves the question, how do I get into hunting? Or, you know, I've always wanted to do this. Where do I start? I would say, first of all, start off just by searching. There are organizations in most every game-heavy state that do what we do to some degree. You know, take your time selecting the right people, and at the end of the day, you got to get out there and experience it. I'm sure that you probably have somebody in your family as well that has hunted or knows someone who's hunted. Just call people, ask questions. Hell, you know, reach out to me. I probably know somebody within 200 or 300 miles that can take you hunting. So this is just a fun environment, and we have such a good time. I referred to it earlier, the camps, right? We eat really good food, we cook out, we hang out on the porch, we got fire going. It's just, it's super nice to get away and disconnect, spend time with new people that you haven't met or you've met via social media, and actually get to know who those people are. Generally, I've found out that if you can sit down and share a meal together over the table, kind of no matter what your, you know, who you are, what your beliefs are, you generally have a lot more in common than you think you do, you know, and I think it would be good if, you know, we all sat down and had a few more meals together. My name is Jamey Shirah. I'm from Georgia. and I enjoy sharing this thing with people that I love. Everyone has their own story. This is mine. It's in the blood. Right, and you can legitimately log into yeah. Those are cat bags. Yeah. I used to have those on my first truck. It was a green F-150, 98.